Guys, welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. My name's Tim and today we're doing a walk around video of our 2015 Kia Sportage. This video we're going to go around the outside of the car. I'm going to point out to you the quality of this car, which I've just had a quick look at, is very, very good. And then we're going to run through some of the features you can expect in this model as well. Looking at the front of the car, you can see that this car does come in that white paint. I really like the white that Kia has used on this car. It just looks absolutely fantastic, especially when paired up against the chrome around the front of the grille and a nice black part through the middle. The Kia badge, the iconic Kia badge that everyone sees, this one has got a black bit through the middle as well as nice chroming surround to sort of contrast it that little bit. The updated headlights on this car does have black on the inside of them, so they're not that really bright chrome colour, which in this model and colour scheme does work very well. Daytime running lights just running along the bottom down here. Coming down towards the bottom, we do have fog lights already fitted to the car, indicators down there as well, which is really, really good to see. Got a bit of black to help break it up along the bottom. Now this black guard along the bottom here does protect the rest of the paintwork from road grime coming up and hitting the paint, which is probably one reason why the car is in such good condition. As for the condition of the front of the car, I'm just having a quick look for you, see if I can find anything on the front. There might be one or two minor stone chips which we have touched up, but otherwise it does present absolutely fantastically, which is really, really good to see. The shape of the car does give it a nice, slightly aggressive look with the way that it contours around, and I quite like the lumps on the bonnet here because they sort of bring the side of the car up around onto the top and take away from a really boxy looking shape. Having a look now at our first premium alloy wheel, they have used an interesting colour scheme here. They've got a darker type gunmetal grey up against chrome. Does come out really nicely, makes the rim really, really stand out, which looks quite good, I reckon. These are 17-inch alloy rims and they are in fantastic condition, fitted with brand new tyres as well. Moving down the side of the car, you'll see that this car does have colour-coded side mirrors with the built-in indicator as well. Gives it a nice sleek look and a nice aerodynamic design as well. Moving down the rest of the side of the car, you'll see we do have our windows here with a bit of chrome garnish along the bottom to help break up the colours. Once again, white, black and chrome is the colour scheme that we're going with the car across here. This car does not have any tint on the window. I highly recommend getting some, especially with the UV rays here in Australia. It protects the interior and helps keep the temperature down as well, especially if you're going to have family in the car with you. Chrome door handles just here really set it off as well. There are a couple of very minor marks in behind the door handle here. That's consistent with the age of the car as well, but the person who probably owned this vehicle maybe had a wedding ring or something and it's just marked up the paint a little bit there, but nothing to be too concerned about as well. Now we're going to have a look at our second premium alloy wheel. Once again, 17-inch alloy wheels. This one is in fantastic condition and keeping in with that same theme that we saw with the first car. The whole way down this side of the car is in absolutely great condition. As you come towards the back, you'll notice the tail light does wrap around the back of the car here, once again with those contouring lines to really make the car have that unique shape. The red just pops on the back because the rest of the car is all white, chrome and black. The red really stands out. On the back of the car itself, we do have our Sportage badge across the back here and colour-coded sensors as well on the rear back bumper. One thing with these cars is if you actually look closely, you'll notice that this black bumper is actually the furthest point on the back of the car. So if you do accidentally reverse into something, that's the part that will get a little bit of a knock and it won't damage your nice white paint. It's a very good design point from Kia. And we do have a little reverse camera under here as well. One thing I'm going to do now, guys, I'm going to open up the boot here and we're going to have a look at the space and condition on the inside here. So all I did was press the button, give it a little lift, and the hydraulic struts actually handled the rest of that for us. We do have a nice privacy cover in here and all of our floor mats as well. Nice level boot space with really, really good area to store things in, which is good to see. We do have a 12-volt socket over here on the side. Lifting up under here, you'll see this is a really durable, solid base as well. It's not really flimsy, which is good to see. And this car does come with a full-size wheel, and it's never been fitted to the car. You can still see the lines on the outside of the tyre, which is great to see. It's actually an alloy as well. It's not a steel wheel. It's just a matching alloy for the rest of the car. You've got all your toolkit and emergency roadside assistance tools under here as well. The boot of this car is just as easy to close as it was to open. I can even just give it a little push and it slams shut, which is nice and easy to do. Coming around now to the passenger side, we do have our fuel filler cap here just above our third premium alloy wheel. If we stop at our third premium alloy wheel, you'll see that this wheel presents just as good as the first two. It's just really, really good to see. Moving down this side of the car, just trying to see if there's anything I need to point out to you. There's one very minor mark. Like I said, I'm trying to be picky for you, but this is the first thing I've been able to pick out. This car's in such good condition, I'd probably even recommend getting some glass coat paint protection on the car because you really want to preserve and protect your investment as well. Coming around now to our last wheel. Once again, fantastic condition. I'm actually blown away by how good condition this car is, especially for a 2015 model. One thing I did miss on the front bumper, I'll point out to you really quickly here, is there are a couple of chip marks just on the bottom of this side, just from maybe stones or something from driving, but that's the only marking I can really see on the whole car. What I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to pop the bonnet. I'm going to have a look under there and talk a little bit about the safety and fuel efficiency that you can expect with this Kia Sportage. This is the petrol edition, and it's also the two-wheel drive edition of this car as well. So by popping the bonnet, I believe it's just... There it is. It was up on underneath side. Sorry guys. So you got your control arm just here, propping up the bonnet. Pay attention to how clean this engine bay is and how well maintained this vehicle is. It's consistent with the outside of the car. This is the 2-litre petrol engine with 122 kilowatts of power and 205 newton meters of torque. Behind this we do have our 6-speed automatic gearbox. This combination is combined with a 58-litre petrol tank, which for a car of this size can actually average 8.4 litres per 100 k's driven, which is pretty good for a car of this size, which means out of that 58-litre tank you're going to average around 690 kilometres from a full tank of fuel. This car also has 6 airbags and a 5-star ANCAP safety rating. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is close down the bonnet. Next thing that we need to look out now that we've gone around the whole outside of the car, is we're going to jump inside and we're going to see if the inside of the car is just as well maintained as the exterior, and I reckon it will be. Now we're inside our Kia Sportage. Just one thing I'll quickly point out to you guys, you'll see the glare coming in through the windows. If we put the tint on the window, that would help reduce that as well. And like I said, keep down the temperature on the inside of the car. It's a little bit warm today. I did have the air conditioner going and it does work very, very well. A quick look at the interior does show that it is in such good quality too. We're going to start to my right and work our way around. On the right hand armrest here, we do have full electric window control, as well as child locking buttons, mirror control, and the button, we push this and our mirrors actually fold in, which makes parking in tight spaces nice and easy. Moving the steering wheel to the right, we've got some buttons down here for our hill descent control, traction control, and fog light angling buttons. We do have 2 keys with this car. They are both the same central locking flip out keys as well, which is kind of cool. On the right control arm, we got indicators, fog light control, and headlight control as well. This car does have automatic headlights, which is fantastic. Just that it's auto and you never have to worry about leaving your lights on or when to turn them on while you're driving at night. Moving the steering wheel to the left, it does have our rear and front windshield wipers, which is really good to see. The steering wheel itself is leather wrapped, really nice to hold, no wear, ergonomic and comfortable. Right hand side has our cruise control, left hand side has our Bluetooth settings and media settings, as well as our answer and hang up buttons for our phone just down here. Dials in front of us are really, really nice and easy to read. The big dial in the center does have our speed, very clear with our fuel usage and consumption just below that, and our odometer with our revs just off to the left hand side. Moving now to the center of the car and just going down the middle here, we do have our nice Bluetooth our Bluetooth sign here, showing that this does have Bluetooth capabilities, as well as our CD slide across the top here. Our little entertainment system just there with our media and our phone buttons with a little nice display as well. Just below that we do have our hazard lights, and going down again does have our climate control with our heat on the right, fan speed on the left, nice and easy to use and in easy reach as well. Just moving down from that, we do have our parking sensors, auxiliary USB, and 12-volt socket as well. Here we've got a nice gear shifter. No wear on this. I'll just quickly throw it in reverse to show you where our reverse camera comes up. Look up at the rear mirror and a little section does open up with guidance lines to just show you how our reverse camera and how clear is that picture as well, and you're not sacrificing the whole mirror too. Back down to our shifter, you'll see on the leather down here, there's actually no wear on it, which is really, really good to see as well. Just back from that, we do have 2 cup holders and a handbrake with our leather wrapped center console. So opening up this does reveal a little tray, and underneath that a nice really deep center console area. It makes it really handy to store anything that you need while you're driving along. Having a look at our passenger seat, you'll see this is a fabric and leather combination. The most part it's leather with a bit of fabric just in the middle. Helps prevent with wear and adds air circulation just behind your back, so then you don't get that sweaty buildup you get with full leather seats. Looking at the door, we got grey breaking up with our leather and black plastic armrest. Really nice design with a drink holder just in there. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is jump in the back and just show you the sort of room you can expect in the back of our Kia Sportage. Guys, so now I'm in the back of the Kia. I actually didn't adjust my seat. My seat was recessed back a little bit, so I could show you the front of the car a little bit better. So I haven't adjusted that, so I could even move this a little bit more forward and still be comfortable in driving position. And even in the back right now, I'm still pretty comfortable. I'm about 6'1". I've got pretty good headroom and a nice leg room as well. In the back of the seats, we do have a nice bit of storage. And once again, we're continuing that leather and fabric theme. Isofix seating in the back, and really good condition back here. I actually can't fault this car. Even the roof lining looks fantastic. And pulling out the middle here, we do have 2 cup holders and a nice armrest as well. So that's been the interior of our Kia Sportage for 2015. This car has only done about 30,000 Ks and it presents absolutely fantastically. Alright guys, so that's been our walk around video of our 2015 Kia Sportage. Now, going around this car and sitting inside of it, I actually can't really fault it. The quality of this car is absolutely fantastic. If you're looking for Kia Sportages, there's no reason not to look at this vehicle. It drives fantastically. The outside is great and the inside is also perfect. The only thing I would add to this car is some tint to help reduce those UV rays coming in and damaging the leather, which, like you saw, the leather is currently in fantastic condition. But just to prevent further wear down the track, I would add tint to this car. Would totally add tint to this car, as well as paint protection as well. Now, this car being in absolutely fantastic condition, it also does qualify for our premium mechanical protection plan, which will give you 5 years of premium mechanical protection, as well as 10 years roadside assistance. If you'd like to know more about that, please click the link in the description below. But otherwise, guys, thanks again for watching our video. Berwick Mitsubishi, customer service is where we thrive, so please give us a call at 9907 0555.